The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
I gave the audience an introduction earlier. You are on Where'sObama's.birthcertificate.com. And why don't you tell them why you're on Where'sObama's.birthcertificate.com?
Well, I was able to go to a town hall meeting from Heritage Alliance, and my senator, Ted Cruz, was speaking, and his father, Rafael Cruz, and former Senator Jim DeMint were all going to be speaking there. And after the thing was over, Ted Cruz had already gone on someplace else, but his father was still there, and so was Jim DeMint. And so I decided I'd planned to go be able to give the information to Senator Cruz, but since Senator Cruz had already left, I went ahead and got with Rafael Cruz and was able to give him the information. And if you look at the photograph that is on where'sObama's.birthcertificate.com, you'll see him actually reading the letter that is attached to the affidavit that lead detective Commander Mike Zullo had written and submitted as a friend of the court to the Alabama Supreme Court. And I have him on audio where you can hear me saying something about, giving it to him. And in addition to that, I also was able to get to talk to and have my picture taken also with former Senator DeMint, and also gave him a letter tailored to him, and also gave him the links to the website and the various things like that, and gave him a copy of, like I said, the letter, and then also the affidavit, same affidavit that was, down below. And so both of them have it. I've got promises that they'll be giving it, in the case of Rafael Cruz, he'll be giving it to his son if he hasn't done so already. I suspect he already has. And then as far as Senator DeMint, he said he will read it and look at it, and, we'll go from there. I've not heard anything back from them yet, although I have not seen the mail today. It did have my address on there, but I'd love to read it if you'd like, and let people know.
Let's do this. I want to go right to the audio of you giving them the kit while we have a lot of people logged in right now.
Okay,
you want to go to the Jim DeMint audio?
Okay, the audio on Jim DeMint, he was literally walking away, and in other words, I'd gotten my picture taken with him, and he was, it was just a real quick sound bite, basically, and he said he will listen to it. Now, he can't comment specifically on it right there, but he will listen to it. It's a very short audio, so if you want to go ahead and play it, go ahead.
Okay, here we go. It's hard to hear, but at the end it sort of clears up.
Okay. All right. Well, I handed you that affidavit. Okay, and I just wondered what your opinion is on the document fraud and what needs to be done.
I guess I can't get in a lot of policy tonight, and I will read what you gave me, though.
Okay. Thank you very much.
We got to take them up to.
All right, bye-bye. Are you there? Okay.
And the next one that we have is Rafael.
Today is August 20th.
I haven't talked on about the 1 minute and 10 second segment of the audio. I couldn't separate it for some reason.
I wish you could, because
audio board.
The first part he was actually talking to someone else, but I was standing right there, and it's actually at about 1 minute and 10 seconds is when I was able to actually speak to him, and so it's I think about a minute.
I'm going to work on that editing show. I just ran out of time, and it's probably an easy task. I use Audacity as my my audio uploader and clipper and studio maker and sound effect thing, and I just have to figure it out. I got a new version of Audacity, and it's got a glitch in it for some reason. I probably have to just remove it and download it. Okay, Sean, I'm going to turn the audio on here because we're coming up to about the 1 minute and 10 second mark.
100,000 of them came to 30 million. He's trying to get that other 35 million in this country. That's what the voters are. Trying to get them here, and that war is going to be about getting them to shoot in here quick. That's all. That's what we need.
Mr. Cruz, I wanted to give you this so you can give it to...
Did that come across, Sean?
talking to Ms.
Very important to me and a lot of other people, and I appreciate it. Go ahead and take another one. Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, you just heard it. I gave the document to Senator Cruz's father, Rafael Cruz, to give to his son that talks about misprison and the document fraud.
Okay, did that work?
That worked.
Great. I think that one was a little clearer.
Yeah.
Before
Well,
we move on with the show, I have to, Joe, I'm going to put you on the spot here for a minute.
Okay.
You called me up the other day about seeing your congressperson. In your case, it's a congressperson. And you went on and on and on telling me you did the wrong thing when I've been telling people not to do. And you actually agreed with me after I calmed you down because you get so passionate. You went on for 20 minutes with the person on the telephone. You have it on tape. You played it for me. You played it to the point where I told you to stop the tape. You went on for 20 minutes. You tried to shove years of information down a person's throat that just wanted to answer the phone, probably worried about where they were going to get lunch that day and picking up the kids after school. They didn't want to hear Cheryl Serber, who knows what she's talking about, who has information in her hand. She didn't want to hear it, Cheryl. She just did not want to hear it that day. That's not the way to get your foot in the door. You have to just make an appointment, calmly get your foot in the door, tell them what it's about. Don't try to convince them. A lot of people are telling me that they're having a hard time. And I asked them, first thing I asked them is, how long were you on the phone? Oh, it must have been a good half hour. That's the problem. It shouldn't take more than 5 minutes for you to arrange a meeting with your rep. Am I right, Cheryl?
Well, the problem is that they're very familiar with me having called them about it, so they know what I'm calling about, and they just really don't want to hear about it. But because they try to screen it, and then they say, well, it just because of the fact that I have contacted them and they are aware of what it is, that I think is what triggered the response that I had on that call. But anyway, the point is that if you're brand new at doing it and have not ever contacted your congressperson, I think it's really probably a lot easier the first time, and to just be kind of let it be curious. Do like what Carl Gallup does a lot of times. He'll give a little teaser, and actually I think the way you handled it when you did it was very good as well. My problem is, like I say, because I have talked to them about it numerous times, but they still have refused to look at it, although actually I have to give a caveat there because...
Okay, Cheryl.
What?
I have somebody that's in the chat room asking me, what's the point of giving it to Rafael Cruz? Okay, I'm going to tell you what the point of giving it to Rafael Cruz. Rafael Cruz is Ted Cruz's father. We gave it to Rafael Cruz in the hopes that Rafael Cruz will give it to his son, Ted. Hey, Ted, did you ever see this? What's up with this? Can you look into this? Maybe Rafael Cruz has got a set of you-know-what that will say to Ted, son, I think we should look into this. And maybe Ted will look into it. Maybe Ted will contact the Cold Case Posse Squad. Maybe he'll log on to where'sobama's.com. Maybe he'll hit the contact me form. I can't send him a sheriff's kit because he already has one because his father just gave him one. That's the hopes of giving it to Rafael Cruz, that it will go down the line, that it will get attention, that maybe Senator Ted Cruz will get the information, and he just might act. If Senator Ted Cruz was asked a question or got up in front of a camera and said, I think we should look into this phony forged birth certificate on the White House website, what do you think would happen? That would start something, don't you think? There's a lot of pressure on Cruz right now, whether he's eligible or not.
The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.